but we also want to know which services are using these things. So let's do that now. We made a file called con.url, which we are going to use again because the URL not only has our host names in it, but also has our service process identifiers, services. So our process identifiers. So we're going to say now we will get the bits, and it's again another one of these, but now we're going to say we need the fifth token, and the limbs is still space. Transfer is A. You can use another one, but I find A working just fine. You can make it I or E, or then different one every time, or whatever. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna get that con.url.txt file again, and we're gonna say echo whatever the PID is to a file called, what shall we call that? We'll call that pid.txt. So and we'll delete that as well. It's something you really have to take care of, otherwise you'll keep files lying about. So we have the PIDs, but it's a whole list, and it could be that there are doubles in there. So what we're gonna do is wait, put one extra thing in there. Why is that? Let me see. It gets a bunch of PIDs, but I do another thing to them. Let me see why that is. Type percentage temp pid.txt. There we go. Cannot find what here. Why now can you not find yourself? It crashes because of that stupid thing. Alright, let me do update there. If you don't have any connections, that thing crashes. I did not see this coming. Alright, so there we go. 1,000. So what do I need to do more with that thing then? I'm using here another string manipulation on the PID list, but I'm looking at it and I don't find it necessary, so I'm going to remove that one. Let's see, yeah, we are going to sort the list. That's what I wanted to do. I'm going to sort the list, so I'm going to sort it. We'll call this pid, no percentage there, pid.txt, and we're going to output the file into a sorted file. So go ahead, pid s.txt, and then we're gonna make another VB script because we're gonna make sure we only have unique bits in there. So we're gonna run. We didn't make the script yet. Called unique VBS, and that's basically it. You don't need to do anything else. We're not gonna give it parameters. Oh no, we are gonna give parameters. It inputs the process list, so the pid s.txt, and it outputs temp pid unique.txt, and we're gonna delete those, of course. Just do it like so, comma, space, there we go, and this will become a comma space. Now we're gonna make unique.vbs. We're gonna need that later. Alright, so unique.vbs basically takes two parameters, so dim, tr, and pr. Nothing really special about that. We're gonna set the pr to -1 because we don't want it to be 0 or anything else, because it needs to be just different from our to read line. We're gonna make a W script again. Yes, again. Do we make this like so. Do tr equals. We're gonna read in the lines, so we're gonna say std in read line. Then if tr does not equal pr, then ws script dot std out dot write line tr, and then we're gonna say pr is tr, and then we're gonna say a loop until ws script dot std in dot. So we're basically gonna say tr at the end of the file, so at end of stream and with, and that's it. I'm gonna save this as unique.vbs. I'm gonna save it as a VB. Where are you? There you are. Unique.vb. No, not unique.vb. Unique.vbs. Save. I'm gonna remove that one. Alrighty then. So, what else are we going to do? Yes, we're going to use the task list. So we're going to use task list to output everything into temp task.txt. Then for now, now we get the PIDs. We'll sort PIDs. We'll uniqueify the PIDs. Get the running processes and services. Alright, so now we have that one. Now we basically are going to do the following, which is we're going to do tokens equals 1, because we only want to have the first token in task list. There's no limiter necessary. Task list. So first one is name, that's the only one that's important. Names, $A. in percentage temp, no, in percentage temp, percentage temp. This thing will be PIDU.txt. Yeah. So I think for what I'll do, if percentage a not equal to 0, find string, see that percentage a that in percentage temp percentage that task dot txt. Output that into percentage temp percentage that task. No, I'll call it differently. I think. No, I'll do it name dot txt. Alright then. Now we're gonna delete task temp task.txt, but we're not gonna delete the other one just yet, so I can output the content of the file for those not equal to 0. Because sometimes you have process 0 in there. I had at least in that system idle process, so you don't want that. Plus, if it's 0 and you will find 0, it will output a very large list of tasks. So then, yeah, all right. So we'll run this one again. No, it's best to do this than that. Made a mistake again with the PID. Cannot see it. What's the problem? Cannot find URL resolve. URL resolve, I mean. Then it doesn't have anything in con URL. Alright. Let's run it again. So annoying if you don't have a constant connection open. With me, it was a Avast that has a constant connection open, which is pretty funny. Alright, so now we're just gonna type percentage temp percentage task. Oh, that's how we call it, right? Task name.txt. There we go. Alright, that's why I did that. So here you can see we have this one. Now we only need the first name. So sfch host service host does the Microsoft security utils upgrade. That's pretty funny. So yeah, we need another one. So we need /f. The tokens one is for PID unique. That's why it's tokens 1, but we need another tokens equals 1, but then with the delimiter, the limbs of a space. I'm correct in that assumption. Yes, I am. In no assumptions. A in percentage temp percentage task and m.txt do echo echo percentage a into my last temp file, and that's called PRSRV for processes and services, and we're gonna delete those as well. So we're gonna delete percentage temp percentage task and m, and we're gonna delete that one. here we're gonna say only get the name of the process slash service, because we also do services. And I think we only need to echo this one more time. Yeah, we're never done. So echo dot echo these services and processes are using the connections. Echo dot type percentage temp percentage dash PRSRV dot txt, and then deleting the rest, and we already did that. So we're gonna update again. It's gonna make connection. We're gonna run this. No, we're gonna run that one. Oh, crap. Update quickly. Make connection. Otherwise, this thing's done. All right. I think it will be running correctly. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, there we go. I'm just wondering. FSC host can have multiple process identifiers actually, so that's pretty cool. This is our script, and then we need to add one more thing in there, and that is this. So we'll put that back in there. So here we'll say, oh no, we already have that in there. Getting external IP address. There we go. So this is our total script for getting our internal IP address, external IP address, getting some goodies with task list, as in what kind of connections are open on your system, where are they going, and which processes doing that. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool thing, and you can see that batch is limited in stuff, but you can still do pretty cool things with it. It's a little bit cheating to use VBS. This one you can also make in batch, but it's a very pain in the ass to do this. This was way easier, and we already kind of cheated with this one by making a XML object and stuff like that. But still, I feel that this is a pretty Windows like only type thing, because you don't have to install anything for this. You just have, you all have this tool, and this one you can turn into wget if you want. You just make this a download file thing. You just don't get the response text, but get the download file. But in all seriousness, I would suggest we do some more things with PowerShell, because PowerShell has loads of built-in functions that will help with a lot of this stuff, like automatically, and can do what batch can do, but it can do so much more. But still, I thought it was a cool thing to basically test your programming skills way more, I feel, because you have to be creative and like think around edges, like how am I gonna get ahead in like a sort of, I only want the first line of text, how am I gonna get that, and stuff like that. So this is why I love doing these things, and I hope you love these things too. Just type along with us, and you know, if you have any ideas for scripts, or you want to share your own one, go ahead. I'm always interested in scripts, and I try to teach you a bit of the programming things you should do. And the reason why you should always, or at least as much as you can, do these comments is because maybe 3 weeks from now you're gonna read this code and you're thinking, what the fuck is this doing? I don't know, why am I doing this here? And you can read this here, like, okay, what, oh, I'm only on the first line, oh, that's why I'm doing this, okay, so this, and you can easily read the code and see. Also, if you're sharing this with other people, you know, they can sort of follow your reasoning and what you want to do and stuff like that. So that's it for our amazing script, for just for fun actually. I was quite digging Sublime Text Editor, but I think that's more for like really development in Python and other great scripts, because I would just use Notepad for this. But it does have some cool features for the string manipulation stuff, and that's actually something we will do next next video. Next video will be about how we can upgrade our simple command prompt. So I will see you guys next time.